I don't know who this server thinks Dave is, but this is HAL 5. My new home server. Well, my old home's new to me. I've had this monster for a while. And I do mean monster. This thing is huge. It weighs a ton. We'll give you some perspective here. Yeah, it's good and heavy. Anyway, the old home server was HAL 4, Frankensteined all together. This is an old server from work that I bought, sans operating system, and it is a old dual xenon Dell PowerEdge 1900, and it has both xenons populated. Now, when it was in service at work, it had the PERC RAID array was RAID 5 configuration. Will take 4 drives on either side, and it had 4 drives in it, and they were 80 gig drives. So it was never had any space. It also only had like 1 gig of RAM, so it didn't have much brains either. I didn't pay much for it, and I've been slowly acquiring drives, and memory for it wasn't too bad. I purchased 16 gigabytes, and so it's got a little breathing room. Again, it's just a home server, basically just a file server. Will be running a backup copy of my blog for testing purposes, and will be the home media center server for all the files. I am the storage place for everybody's pictures and stuff. And the nice thing about this particular machine is I have a set of removable drives for offsite storage, and I have 4 or 5 of those. Bear with me here. Ooh. Now, on a server of this type, when you remove the side cage, it kicks all the fans into high mode. So I'm not sure if you can hear me through this tornado. I don't have the floppy hooked up. Who would need that? Memory is behind this cage. Here's the coolers for the 2 xenons. Here's our PERC card. You can see I'm only populating one side of it, so I could populate the other side if I could figure out where to put more drives. Got some PCI X8s, not really useful, and these are PCI-X. Also not particularly useful for anything that I'm going to do with it. And the drive bays themselves do come out as one big lump. So not as easy as a modern server where you'd have a quick removable, hot removable. Right now I'm operating with the GUI, simply because it was easier to set some stuff up. But it will run in headless mode once it's all hooked up. Alright, now I tried initially to run good old-fashioned Ubuntu server. The latest version of that would not play nice with this. The Broadcom NIC, they didn't have drivers built on the live CD, and I really didn't feel like compiling. So, long story short, it's just running the latest version of Mint. which is fine. It actually makes things a little easier having a GUI, especially when things like Samba don't play nice, because Samba don't play nice. Oddly enough, Samba works great on Linux when you're talking to Windows and terrible on Linux when you're talking to other Linux. But that's okay. We're currently moving a bunch of files over from HAL 4 via remote. And HAL 4 lived for a very long time. HAL 5 here should live, a very long time. Only 8,995 more versions of HAL to go.